That's right. Welcome to the Couch Live here on Rock100DIZ.com. This is the show that focuses on all issues related to addiction and recovery. I am the street certified dope Dr. Louis Delgado, certified addictions professional, along with a few partners of mine. Of course, we have Denise McLean Solis. How you doing, Denise?
I'm doing good.
Yeah,
I'm
chomping on that cookie.
Cookie.
That Dahlia made?
Yes.
Thank you, Dahlia. Dahlia's actually in the studio. Dahlia, my daughters Dahlia and Zoe are in the studio today.
Not only beautiful, but a good cook, too.
That's right.
Very good.
Yeah, made some good little cookies. And, of course, we have producer Captain Chris Hill.
This is just way too
You like
cool.
that bell?
Yes.
The captain's bell. So
You know, now I can finally retire this one.
no, you're not going to retire that.
But this one,
That's been around. That's like that's an
this
Orlando
is like,
icon.
you know, yes, this is an Orlando icon, but I love this new one.
Hey, does the Smithsonian give a crap if you can you keep it? Can
Yeah,
you
I'll
give it to
keep-
them?
Yes,
Give it-
I should be in the
I dare you
Smithsonian
I
for
dare you to
crying out
call
loud.
them. I dare you to call them and say, hey, I have something to donate. And
You know me, I'm on the phone.
At least the Hard Rock, the local Hard Rock.
Like they really care. Now, I know people there. They would really care about me.
Yeah, right next to the Elvis stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then of course we told you that he was coming in, and of course if you're watching on YouTube, it's not up yet, but you'll see it later. AJ McLean, Alex, better known as Alex, Denise's son,
How are
Backstreet
you?
Boy, here with us. What's up, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, look at all the people clapping for you.
Thank you.
You know, we've talked. You've been on the show multiple times on the radio part and the TV part, but as a call-in,
Yes.
you're always out on the what is it? The West Coast.
Yes,
I almost
the West
forgot
Coast.
West
Left
from
Coast.
East. The left coast.
The left coast.
And finally, you're in town. You're actually on vacation, so I appreciate you coming in here. That's
My
why we had
pleasure.
to turn down some people from wanting to be in here today. We said, you know, he's on vacation. He's visiting family. He's really not working right now. He's coming in as a favor to us, and so thank you very much for being in here, man. It's very
for
good to
having
have you.
Thank you.
All right, so you just got off this cruise.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what was that cruise about? It was like all kinds of craziness.
What wasn't it about? It was the first Backstreet Boy cruise. We did half the boat. Did about 1,800 fans. It was nonstop partying and events from the minute we got on the boat to the minute we actually left the boat. The first night we had this big, huge party for all the fans called International Love Night, where everyone dressed up as their different cultures. We had girls there from South America, from Asia, from Europe, from the UK, from the US. And then we also had a dating game night. We had karaoke night. We had masquerade ball. We had a beach party. We had a proper performance, like the actual show that you would see while we're on tour.
Oh, really? So you guys actually performed?
We actually did the full 2-hour show. It was a little awkward towards the end because the waves were getting a little bit rocky, and so dancing while moving on a boat is a little more difficult than I thought it would be. But we actually pulled it off. And then the last event we had was the Backstreet Boys Black and Blue Bubble Party. Bubble party. We all had bubble guns, and the girls had the little bubbles. Unfortunately, it was freezing cold outside and extremely windy, so we had to move the bubble party inside. So, and that didn't go over too great because we couldn't fit all the fans in this small little club.
I gotcha.
So, all those girls that didn't get in, I apologize on behalf of the rest of the guys. But hopefully, everyone had an awesome time.
Well, that'd be the hard thing because you would think, if the entire cruise is there for you guys, how do you do the events? Because each event is in a, except the outside. I saw the outside one.
Yeah, I mean,
Boy, if people forwarded all kinds of it, knowing you were coming here today, I got all kinds of forwarded YouTube segments and stuff like that. Have you seen all that stuff?
I've seen quite a few. I've seen my friend Mark and I doing
the new song?
Madonna.
Oh, I didn't see the Madonna.
Yeah, we during the karaoke night, my friend Mark and I did Like a Virgin.
Okay.
Yeah, it was actually really interesting.
Wow, you got that kind of memory. I didn't know you still had that kind of memory.
Yeah, and then the beach party was awesome. There was a lot of interesting videos that I've seen.
Yeah.
Dance offs and I mean it was fun.
It looked like fun.
Obviously, with Twitter and all these things now,
it's instant.
Nothing is like sacred anymore.
Nothing.
You can't do anything, go anywhere. You are seen at all times.
So let's get right into that. And Mom gets to see it, and that's the other thing. You know what I mean? It's like,
Oh yeah, they were sending me stuff
Mom, how do you
while
do it?
they were on the cruise, and then as soon as they landed that YouTube was going to get inundated with videos.
yeah.
So then of course everybody's sending me all these Facebook messages, Twitter messages.
Do you watch
YouTube
them as a mom? Do you watch them?
I watched some of them. Yeah, I thought some.
I mean, you know they're not going to be really bad. I mean, you know
some
they're not
of
going to be bad, but
them-
I mean,
no, they were fun. I thought, like, I saw the dance off between Brian and Alex, and that was pretty fun. And then until
I
of
didn't
course
see that
Leanne had to step in and.
Yeah. Well, we were trying to do like half choreography and half freestyle, and we actually forgot our dance moves.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not looking good because we had the actual show 2 days later. So
Yeah.
it's like, oh boy, whenever we have too much downtime, some of the guys forget some of the moves.
uh-oh.
I don't, but I won't say out. Who else does? Howie.
Wow.
Yeah.
Somebody else outing somebody. I love it.
say-
I love it. It's not,
I'm-
it's not me today.
It's not
me
you.
today.
I won't say the local Orlando boy, Howie.
Yeah, that's right. But it did look like, and it looked like you guys played some new stuff. Those are the ones I saw. I saw that you guys were little snippets.
Yeah, I kind of got in a little bit of trouble for that, but because we weren't really supposed to play anything new yet. But
Oh.
I played a verse and a chorus of the song that we just recorded with us and New Kids, and called "Don't Turn Out the Lights." And but unfortunately, news got back to them, and they were fine, but their management was a little bit perturbed.
Oh, really?
So, but we all it's all water under the bridge.
Are you
now.
guys known as the troubled ones or something against New Kids? I mean, who gets in more trouble?
Troubled ones.
Yeah, New Kids or Backstreet?
I don't know. I think we've all had our fair share when we were younger of really getting into it because, we've all been kind of compared to each of those guys. I'm obviously been compared to the Donnie Wahlberg of the group because he used to, set hotel rooms on fire and party and get crazy. And now he's got kids and he's an awesome guy. All those guys are great.
Very cool.
And, they've all grown up. We've all grown up. So, hopefully everyone's more mature now. But
Speaking of growing up, there's a relationship that I see is happening with you.
Mm-hmm.
Mom's been reporting some information about a relationship. I don't know if you hear the shows. Mom reports a little bit on your life.
good.
We know
Well,
the
hopefully
singles
good.
coming out, and then I saw snippets of the Mr. A thing. That sounded good, by the way.
Awesome. Thank you.
And so I'm looking forward to that. We play one. You gave us permission to play a snippet of one all the time, so you'll hear that coming out of break one. But a relationship. What's the relationship?
As far as my fiance?
Yeah. Talk
yes,
about
yes,
that.
Yes, my fiance, my gorgeous fiance. Unfortunately, she couldn't be here.
I really
for the,
expected her to
holiday.
be here.
I know. I was hoping she could make it this holiday, but unfortunately, she's got two absolutely adorable nieces that she promised she would be home for the holidays with because she missed Halloween because she was with me, and she has a 2.5-year-old and a 1.5-year-old niece, so they're adorable, and you can't promise a 2-year-old something and not follow through with it.
Yeah.
So I mean, you have kids.
Yeah.
So, but she's awesome. She's been in school now for about 6 months roughly. No, maybe
A little longer than
little
that.
longer.
I think.
She's going to
maybe like 8 months.
Yeah, she's going to Paul Mitchell for hair and cosmetology, but she's a makeup artist by trade. That's what she went to school for originally. So, but
But doesn't the relationship stuff like disappoint all these young females that follow you guys? Does that even change that at all?
there's always going to be some that wish they could be the one to marry you. Or,
Stalkers, yeah.
yeah, but I mean, nowadays with us being older and us, all of us getting older and settling down and moving on in our lives, three of my guys are all. Nice song.
I want to remix that song. I want to remix it.
Nah. So you're not allowed to touch that song.
It's on my computer.
Oh.
Well, then, yeah, go for it. And you've got me here, so I can say go ahead.
Oh, okay. All right. I want to hear that. You have a cha-ching noise? Because you better pay the man. You know what I mean? That's a
We're
good
both
song.
getting
What
paid
is the
off
name of that song, by the way?
That song is actually called Gorgeous.
Gorgeous. All right.
Yeah.
Of course, Street Certified Dope, Dr. Louis Delgado in here with you. It's Couch Live here on Rock100DIZ.com. We're coming out of the break. AJ McLean from the Backstreet Boys here with us. Denise McLean.
Okay.
And, of course, Captain Chris Hill, producer. And my kids are off camera over there.
Why
Hello,
don't you get
kids.
the kids to come?
Come here and at least say hi on the camera. Can you come here? You hear him?
Kayla does the
Come
same
here.
thing.
Just come here real quick. Don't make me ask twice, man. You know, I'm supposed to be a nice guy. There's one. That's Daya. There you go. Say hi.
Hi.
All right. Off you go. Come here, Zoe. Real quick. You're wasting my time. Hey, go over here real quick. Come here, Zoe. All right. Say hi real quick.
Hi.
All right.
In and out.
Yeah, well, you weren't like that, were you?
No.
All right, so let's go back. No, he wasn't, right? He was a little ham?
Yes.
All right. And that's what I thought. Zoe, what's weird is she's, does plays now. I mean, she's like a little ham. And then she gets shy around people. It's such a weird mix. I was never shy. I was always out.
Neither was I. You give me a camera or put
Right?
something like that. Like, I'm
Yeah.
done.
Oh, if
You
my
didn't
niece and
need a
nephew.
camera. You like
Yeah, right?
people. Just people.
Yeah.
If
Just
my
an
niece and
audience.
nephew were here, they'd be like all over it. They'd have skits already planned, to show you. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, all right. So let's talk some serious now. All right. So obviously there's questions. What is your question first, and then we'll go into some other. I don't even know what question you're about to ask.
Okay, there's a guy on Facebook.
I don't like being not prepared. What let me see.
AJ McLean Spanish Club commented on a post that we were tagged in.
Okay.
Hi, ask him about an upcoming CD release and if he'll come to Europe. All our support from Spain.
Okay.
Now this is the part that irked me though.
Hurt you.
Yeah, you and Denise do a great job.
Uh-oh.
What about me?
What about you?
What about me?
Hey.
Oh, were they talking about you and Denise or me and
Like
Denise?
you two. They
Oh.
left me out.
Oh,
¿Qué pasa,
okay.
coño? You know?
Yeah. And you used to live in Spain.
Yes, it was in Rhoda.
Yeah, he lived in Spain. So how about a little bit of love and props for him?
Yeah.
Yes, lots and lots of love, please.
And while we're on that note, can you at least say thanks to the Lizard Lounge?
Thank you to the Lizard Lounge.
Is it no, not the Lizard Lounge. It's AJ McLean Lounge. It's a different lounge. AJ McLean's Lounge.
Oh,
yeah,
my lounge.
You know
AJ.
which one. Your lounge.
Yes.
Oh,
my
AJ,
lounge.
yeah.
Why did I
his
say
lounge.
Lizard Lounge? Where'd that
I
come
have
from?
no
The Lizard King. What just happened?
Yeah, I don't know. Let me take another
You
sip.
going back to the 70s? You need, take another sip of your latte.
My
there.
latte.
Jim Morrison just got transferred.
That's what it was.
Right
That's
now.
what I am a Jim Morrison fan. See, it's the hair. I'm growing it out, and
There you go.
it's getting me Jim Morrison-ish. All right. So anyway, so let's. There was some concern. There's obviously a lot of concern. Most of the questions that I got involve some concerns because they saw you with a beer in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
And you've been on the show before, and we've talked about, your struggles, your issues with the past and stuff like that. Where are you now with it? Let everybody know what's happening with you now, if you don't mind.
Well, most of the fans and people, obviously, if they see me out and about or whatnot, whether it's out in L.A. or even like on tour, I've been back into the drinking world, so to speak, for the past little over 3 years. Socially with my friends, whether it's at dinner or just going out to hang out with some of the guys, pardon me, like poker night, whatever. So I'm not going to sit there and say that I'm sober because I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that and then turn around and have a beer in my hand.
Yeah, right.
But I do definitely want to get back in the sober wagon again.
Okay.
Been looking at some treatment centers, possibly considering going back into treatment at the top of the year. Haven't really figured out where yet, but I was also just recently doing some intensive outpatient work as well. It was okay. The treatment program was absolutely awesome, but outpatient for me doesn't work because it's 3 hours a day of actually doing the work, and then you're free to roam and be like normal, and it's kind of spitting you back out into the open world. And if you're not ready yet, to me it just kind of defeats its purpose. Because if I'm going to go to treatment and then an hour after I leave go and have a drink, why? Why put myself through that? Because then I even feel worse about myself if I'm working on something and then I end up turning around and just doing the polar opposite.
Yeah.
But I, definitely have an amazing support group with my mom and with my dad and with my fiance, the fans, my other bandmates, and my really.
They look like flea market shades.
Nah, he's a Prada.
Okay.
The real deal.
All right. I'm Ask Dana.
Yeah. You can ask Dana. Because I was shopping for her, and just like my typical shopping needs, I shop for a person. I end up buying the same thing.
Nice.
Yeah, she got the. What did she get? I forget what hers are. Anyway, thanks to Dana. Dana did some. What's I going to thank her for today? There was something I was going to thank Mom about. You guys remember? All right, text her, ask her. it was something. I love my baby. She's going to be taking. I'm going 8. This is before we get back into the serious stuff again. Again, this is Louis Delgado, rock100diz.com, the Couch Live, and we're talking with AJ McLean from the Backstreet Boys, of course, Denise McLean Solis, and producer Captain Chris Hill, and then my kids are sitting off camera or off on the side watching us, of course. And yeah, maybe it was this. Dana helped me pick this out, by the way. This book that we gave you.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you for
nice
all
little
of
journal.
you.
I'm hoping that the next big hit that Alex has will be written in here. From the
very,
emotions
very
and
much
thoughts
could be.
and feelings, from this treatment that you're about to go in. Hopefully this buddy right here, spends time with you and inspires you to write some very good stuff that we'll hear in the future. All right. So what was I going to say before I got serious? Didn't I say I was going to say something?
Don't look at me.
That ADD stuff, that. Let me tell you something. ADD without medication. No, I know what I was going to ask you. That's right. I know what I was going to ask you. I'm going in for hernia surgery. I heard you had hernias as a kid, so you don't remember the pain, right?
Not a clue.
No, he was 4 months old.
Yeah,
I know.
But actually, Nick actually had hernia surgery about three years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he said it was a real pain in the butt.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. I go next week. So
You need to call your buddy. You need to call your buddy.
he had it, right?
He's still laid up.
Wait a minute.
It's been 3 weeks. He's still laid up.
I don't need stories like that. I don't need stories
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. Every time I go over to his house, hey, man, could you give me a bag of ice downstairs?
Oh, my God.
He's laid up.
the recovery time is a little bit longer than usual.
Listen, I'm milking it. I don't care. These girls are prepared, right, girls? Yeah. See the enthusiasm?
Daddy's going to be laid up like a fish.
But it's one of those situations, you're going to be on medication. That always concerns me, and then you got to wean off right away. And it's one of those things you just get concerned with. It's something we got to live with for the rest of our life.
Yeah.
So you're being honest about. All right. Yes, I'm drinking. Yes, I know it's a problem, and I'm going to need treatment. I want to tap into that part where you had said something about someone asked a question, and you had answered it about why do you drink. And you were saying, well, it relaxes you. And one of the points on that, and I want to see if you can clarify this, is it relaxes you up until a certain one, right? Because you always hear, one is not enough and 1,000, or one is too many and 1,000 is not enough.
Right.
But when you're the user, when you're the addict, when you're the alcoholic, you feel, all right, this time I'm going to have a few.
Right.
And if I just have a few, all the bad stuff that usually goes along with my drinking is not going to happen.
Right.
Is there a period of time where you felt able to drink a few and it not go bad?
There was a very, very short period of time. When I got back into drinking again a little over 3 years ago, I could do 2 or 3 beers a week or, a glass of wine a week, and it was not anywhere close to bad. But, of course, that wasn't enough. And there would always be a new reason or a new excuse to have, okay, I'm going to have 6 beers or 12 beers or shots or whatever. And it did rapidly get worse. It didn't do it gradually. Like within the first 3 or 4 months of me drinking again, it went back into shots and shots and shots. And, it went back into what it was when it was at its worst, but even worse. As they usually say, when you go out and you've been sober for a decent amount of time, it's 10 times worse. It just is, because you think you've got the tolerance still, and apparently I don't have the tolerance like I used to when I was drinking 10 years ago. Because
it starts declining back down again.
Yeah, I have a lot. It takes a lot less for me to get drunk now.
Did you get checked? Did you have a medical workup recently?
We had to actually get a full physical. Well, I had to get a full physical before my most recent knee surgery.
Oh, that's right.
Blood work, all that, everything had to be done, which I forgot that I did the first knee surgery I had 5 years ago. But apparently I had to do it then, and I had to do it again this time. And everything, I was clean as a whistle. I was actually pleasantly surprised.
Liver good and all that.
Everything was good. I was
very fortunate.
Pleasantly surprised. Even my lungs were clear, and I've been smoking for 15 years. So I was like, well, that's just weird, but okay, I'll take it. It's obviously a blessing, but that doesn't mean go out and make it worse and abuse it. But, yeah, I was actually pleasantly shocked that everything was okie dokie.
What's the hurdle that tends to get in your way most, man, to make you want to do this recovery thing?
I think, honestly, just me getting in my own way. Wanting to, like I said earlier, have an awesome marriage and relationship with my fiance, have a very long career, have a very successful solo career. I have a lot of things to look forward to, on my own, outside of Backstreet Boys. And
Grandchildren.
there's that one as well.
Wow, I heard her dropping a hint there.
Wait, what was that, Mom?
Yeah, right?
Hey, he's got it. He's got it.
Yes. Don't worry.
We'll take care of
Let me
it.
get married first.
No, I'm not pushing. I'm just saying before I'm in that big burn box, I want to be.
Don't worry.
You know.
Don't worry. We'll make that happen.
Yeah. I got some stored away just in case.
Get right on that.
Yeah. Just store some away just in case.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, paparazzi's up in the sky.
Yeah.
Yes, I noticed.
I noticed the helicopters are starting to flutter.
Paparazzi done found out
TMZ
you're
found
here.
us.
Yeah.
TMZ found us.
TMZ found
They
us.
always find me.
You know that I tried to do that last time your mom went out to go visit you. The yellow shirt. Thank you for signing the yellow
You're
shirt,
very,
by the
very
way.
welcome.
We have the yellow shirt that some of you saw on the site and stuff. We had him sign it. Thanks for. You didn't wear it out though. It was too bright for you.
It was and big.
It was Captain.
It's like,
Look.
I was like, if I put this on, I'll swim.
Yeah, it was a big shirt. It was a big yellow bright shirt, and we were saying, hey, just wear it out. We were saying to the mom, never thought you would put it on. I said, all right, Mom, you wear it out, and what's with the sirens?
Man, they found out.
Yeah,
What
it's
did I do
Crazy. Yeah, I
this
don't know,
time?
man. I don't know.
Really?
So we were trying to get on TMZ like that, but speaking of TMZ, the Halo costume, and
Yes.
you cannot leave without showing me that video.
I will definitely. Well, Mom hasn't seen it either. Mom has not seen the video either.
All right, to kind of find out what that was all about, because that's another question we got. What was the Halo thing all about?
It was
With the alcohol bottle and stuff. What was that about?
that. Well, that's actually water, just for anyone
Well,
that wants to know.
yeah.
But yeah, that'd be a little too much to drink. It started as a joke. My very dear friend Tyler Shields, who's an amazing photographer, he shot my solo album. He's worked with tons and tons of celebrities. In my opinion, he's like the new Herb Ritz. He's just phenomenal. He stopped by my house about 2 days after Halloween, and just to pop in and say hi. And he was going through my iPad, and I have pictures of me in my backyard in my Master Chief costume. That was my Halloween costume,
All right.
and it's an exact movie replica. Like it's a pretty rocking suit. Like
Yeah.
it takes 3 people to help me put it on.
Interesting.
It's not easy to put on, but you can walk in it. Everything. I mean, it's badass. But anyways,
You can say that.
It's badass. So, but I thought it'd be cool, like to pose outside in the woods, like I'm in the video game, and I'm all.
Well, not all of us have a naked woman out in the woods that,
Well,
that
no,
just show up in
no,
the picture.
that-
you know what I mean?
That was the time.
You didn't see it?
So
I didn't
Tyler
see
saw
that.
it. Tyler
Okay,
saw
that was
it.
part 2 of the
Yeah.
wearing the uniform.
Yeah, Tyler
I
saw
got
it,
you.
and he was like, "Dude, I've got to shoot you in this." So we went back to his house and we got a model and we did the whole photo shoot. And then Tyler also does these things called video portraits, where it's like a mini music video, and he shoots it while he's doing the actual photo shoot, and puts it together and makes a little mini film. So we did a video portrait for Master Chief as well with this gentleman Michael. I can't think of his last name, but I'll have to find it on the website. An amazing actor from the TV show Mad Men, and he plays my best friend. He ends up having this affair with my girlfriend and me as Master Chief. I have to kill them both. So I kill them both in a crime of passion. And normally when he does these kind of video portraits, he's done it with stormtroopers and a couple of other weird costume characters, but no one ever sees who's underneath the helmet. And I was the first one that's ever actually taken the helmet off, and you get to really see that it's me, and which is kind of a twist and whatever. And we also are going to do one more video and photo shoot with me in the suit in front of Grauman's Chinese Theater on the corner with the helmet off singing. And I just want to see what happens if people actually pay me to sing on the side of the street. I think it'd be awesome. I mean, like, I'm going to have Batman
Hold the
walking
helmet?
behind me.
You gonna hold the helmet?
Well, you
Just
know,
do me a
yeah.
favor. Can you not be smoking a bong with salvia in it, like
Yeah,
our
no.
poor girl, Miley Cyrus, who my kids now cannot look up to?
Yes, no, don't even worry.
I was
no.
kidding.
But I will be saying it probably. It'll be like Captain Jack, me, and like Elmo all chilling while I'm singing, rocking out with my.
No way they're going to believe it's you.
No, but I think it's gonna be awesome if one person does. It's all it's gonna take. One
That's going to be cool.
person goes, wait, is that who I think it is? And then I'll take pictures and say yes. TMZ everywhere. It's gonna be awesome.
That would be. You're right. Talk about viral.
Oh yeah.
That's going for the viral video?
Absolutely.
Give me the 2 questions, Chris.
Okay, the last 2 questions. Let's see. Ali Vega says, what was the reaction your mother had about your addiction?
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
OMG. OMG.
OMG.
WTF.
What
Yeah.
was your reaction, Ma?
Well, no, I went through all the normal things. I was in denial. I was angry. I was sad. And then eventually, after going out to Tucson and
Tierra Tucson?
Sierra Tucson, sorry.
Tierra Tucson.
Wow,
Yeah.
that was okay.
Take another sip.
Yeah.
NKOTBSB.
So
The coach is
anyway,
about.
when I went out to see you, in 2001 in rehab, I realized that I was doing the wrong things. I was enabling you, and I was being angry, which was creating turmoil within myself. And first thing they told me was, you got to take care of yourself, or you can't take care of him. So that's from that point on, I realized that, and I still now, interestingly enough, it's funny because I get angry at fans when they write me on Facebook and say things like, oh, I'm talking to you about what I saw your son do and this and that.
Yeah.
And I answer them the same way every time. I say he's an adult. He makes his own decisions, whether they be right or wrong. I will support him in his sobriety, but I am not going to, first of all, discuss this in an open forum.
Right.
Because this is private family stuff. And number two, I appreciate your concern, but, I'm not going to discuss it.
Yeah.
So then they get defensive, and
Upset,
it's like, oh,
yeah.
you're in denial.
Right.
And I'm sitting there going, no, trust me. I know if I'm in denial, and I'm not. I understand what's happening, but you're not 12. I cannot force you to do anything that you don't want to do.
And all those people that are sending my mom those messages on Facebook and my fiance on Twitter, stop it. Stop it. Be nice and just stop. All right, well, yes. Stop it. Just stop. Seriously, I will bell you to death. I will beat you with a bell. Bell.
I will throw my cookie at you.
Yes.
It's the next question, Chris.
And the last question comes from, if I butcher your name, I'm sorry, Naomi Fixmer. Says she always will support you, Alex. You can't imagine the difference you made in her life, keeping her away from drugs and alcohol. I wish you two had someone to look up to and to give you the strength that you need.
Well, I really appreciate that. Thank you. And it's that's another thing that's awesome about me getting sober again, and fortunately having the life that I have and being blessed with the career that I have, that I can help other people, and that I can, if I help one person get sober from being an example, then I've done my job. Part of recovery is helping another alcoholic, is helping another addict, and in turn helping yourself, and being of service. I've learned that going into the rooms of Alcoholics Anonymous is to be of service. And when I went on Oprah with my mom and we talked about it openly, people said that I helped them and that you helped them with what you wrote in your book and everything, and just it's awesome. And if I can help any by my experience, then awesome, and just keep your head up, and congratulations, and hopefully you'll stay sober.
Right, and with that, look, I know this is tough. I really know it's tough for you, and I think, Mom, you're right. You're so right about saying that he's open. It hurts. It hurts to watch. The treatment is now available. It's available. It's not a thing about can I afford it, or do I have the time? You have the time. Yes, you can afford it. It's there. The concern is, afterwards, after the treatment, what you're going to need to do, because you've been there. You've been in some sort of treatment, and then you went and did your thing. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming that you have some things in plan or some things in your head in regards to what you're going to need to situate,
right? And
not thinking that just 30 days. So I'm sure there's people out there that go, wait a minute, 30 days is not going to do the trick.
Yeah.
You know that, though, and I want you to be able to verbalize that so people don't say, well, he doesn't think that 30 days is just going to do it, right?
No, 30 days, that's the preliminary. That's just just the very tip of the iceberg. There is getting a sponsor, working the program, working the steps, doing the things that I didn't do before. I was, in all honesty, I was what they call a dry drunk, and I was lucky to have stayed sober for 6.5 years. I really was. And I knew inevitably, because I wasn't working the program, because I wasn't working the steps, I didn't have a sponsor, I wasn't going to meetings anymore, it was only a matter of time before I fell off the wagon, and in turn I did. This time, things have to be different, and if I have to go to 2 meetings a day for the first 6 months out of treatment, then that's what I have to do. do the work, and it will work for you. You have to put in the actual effort, though. And, that's something that I definitely want to do this time around because I have been through it before, and I was lucky before. I don't want to be lucky. I want to be, educated. In control, educated, and do it properly. Because I see my friends that have a lot of time under their belt that are still going to meetings, that still work the program, how amazingly happy they are. And it's like, I want that. And I can have that. I just got to do the work.
And that's the thing, is that you actually do believe, Alex, that it's possible, right?
It is, absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
You believe that you deserve it and you can have it and all that,
I do.
right?
I absolutely do.
Because you said you had some friends that are going to meetings as well?
Yeah,
some close friends.
Yeah, I've got a lot of it.
Without having to say their names, but you said you have friends that are going to
I've got quite a few friends that have been to treatment that are equally in the same boat as me, that have been to hell and back. And, they've got a lot of time under their belt. They go to meetings twice a day, 3 times a day. They go every day. And, they'll come over and we'll play Mario and we'll, have Martinelli's and, it's just I'm trying to really consistently surround myself with those kind of people. I'm trying to ixnay all the negative people. I've already deleted all the bad people out of my phones. And they don't ever call me. I'm the one that calls them when I want to do something stupid. So they don't even have my number. So, doing stuff like that, taking any little bit helps, And I've got a bunch of really good friends back home that my mom's met that, she knows that my fiance loves, that are in full support, that are good to be around.
Was this cruise the last hurrah? For that part of it?
I think honestly,
outwardly, that is.
I think honestly, yeah. I mean, I was actually surprised that I didn't go further with it on the cruise than I actually did. I did get drunk the first night. Actually, we all did. Everyone got drunk the first night. But
go ahead, out people again.
Yeah, well,
this outing thing.
I mean,
I'm kidding.
Some more than others. Howie. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I mean, I thought I was going to be 10 times worse on this cruise, and I actually was no different than I was when I'm back home. I was actually less than I was back home, and less than I am when I'm here, visiting. So, I think for me that my last hurrah already happened. I think now it's just a matter of I'm just weaning down, weaning. So when I go into treatment, I don't have to spend a week in detox and all this stuff. I kind of want to go in clear-headed because that's how I went to Sierra Tucson. I went in, I was in detox for less than 24 hours, had nothing in my system, and, obviously legally they have to put you through detox. But that's kind of where I want to be, is kind of open-minded and clear-headed when I go into treatment this time around. So I don't want to go in high or drunk or hungover, and it's just not, it's pointless to me.
Is there anything you want to tell the people that are watching or listening that follow you, that help support you, that have kind of given you this fantastic career?
Thank you, sincerely, deeply, honestly. Thank you for the support. Thank you for believing in me. I am human. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm not perfect. I don't preach to be a role model. I know I'm put on that pedestal. A lot of us are in my line of work, but I'm not perfect, but I am goal-oriented. I have this initiative. I've got the drive. I want to be sober. Sobriety does kick ass. It really does. I've been there, so I know, and I want that back again. And again, thank you all, and I love you all, and hopefully you'll support me, the highs and the lows, like you always have. So thank you, and thank you,
Yeah, no problem.
and thank you.
Yeah. Denise, you want
Even
to
though
say
I'll be eating a home-cooked meal tonight, but thank you.
Denise, anything?
I'm just that I'm in full support of him getting sober, and I look forward to helping him in any way that I can, and he knows that I love him no matter what. I'm his mom, and I love him no matter what, just like his father loves him no matter what. So it's again, you got to go with the ups and downs. We're not perfect. We have our imperfections like everybody else. He has his. The good part about it is that I will know, when he's there, and I do have faith that he can reach that point and be happy. And that's all I really want for him. I want him to be truly happy. That's all. Real simple. I don't care if he's got. I wouldn't care if he was flipping burgers at McDonald's, or in a stadium filled with 100,000 people. That doesn't matter to me at all.
You're right.
I just want him to be happy with himself.
Yeah, and I agree with that. And Alex, of all the times, I mean, we've kind of done since when was the Johnny No Name thing?